there's some people here that probably didn't hear the best comedy stuff I've heard all over. Would you tell your turkey cooking story for the group that didn't hear it? Because I'll laugh again. I need a laugh.
Yes, please. I think it's wonderful. There are a lot of people,
laugh.
including General Grange and the French delegations. And sure, Fred?
You cook in French, so it's French cooking.
Please.
Well, it all happened while I was, after I had gotten out of the engineers, airborne engineers, I was with the Airborne Signal Company, and they sent me to be with the 517th Airborne Infantry. Some of you fellows were there. Y'all were all, the 517th were along the Italian border by that time, and that was at Thanksgiving in November after our D-Day in August. The little group that I was with in my detachment, temporary duty, we had to do our own cooking. That is, we had to open our own sea rations. And well, I went down to get our sea rations Thanksgiving morning, as I recall now. And when we got there, instead of sea rations, there was a frozen turkey. Eisenhower, I understand, had put out a decree that all the troops in Europe were supposed to eat turkey on Thanksgiving. Well, that may have worked fine for where they had a mess hall or a mess tent set up, a regular chow line to get the turkey. But for those of us who were in that situation, we didn't know what to do. As I said yesterday, I'm sort of a slow learner because I had volunteered for the Army, and then I volunteered for the paratroop, and by then I ought to have learned better than to volunteer. But since nobody else would do it, I volunteered to cook the turkey. I never cooked a turkey in my life. But I got two fellows to help me agree, and one of them knew a farmer's house that would probably let us borrow his kitchen. So we did, and they said yes, they would leave him home, really. They turned the kitchen over to us and said we could use a stove wood out there with a wooden stove, but it didn't have any oven in it. So we decided we'd get a big tub and fill it up with water and put the turkey in it on top of the stove. And I told the rest of the fellows that y'all come back about 2 o'clock. We should have it all ready. I forgot that water boils at 212 degrees and you can't get it any hotter. So fact is, besides turkey, some of the other fellows all started bringing in things that they'd scrounged. One of them brought some potatoes, I remember. One had some eggs, and some of them got some sea rations and opened the spaghetti. We did have a pretty good pot full of stuff there. 2 o'clock, that turkey hadn't even thought about it. These fellows started coming in, though, ready for Thanksgiving dinner. Actually, I had really had in mind, since it was Thanksgiving, we would like to have a sort of a Thanksgiving situation, give thanks for it. But it didn't turn out that way. As they would come in hungry and impatient, they would go with the pot and pull out whatever looked like was done. Part of the turkey by that time was getting done on the outside. And so I think all in all, General Eisenhower was pretty proud of us. Getting the turkey cooked. The farmers, instead, and his wife came back in eventually and helped us do cake beating. Somebody have asked me, 2 or 3 have asked me for a recipe for the turkey. That's it. Thank you.